Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Air Holler with me, Herd37. So we're going to jump back into 747 for this episode. I've actually got two planes here in Istanbul. One's a 747 and the other's an MD-11. And we're going to fly this one with the 747 because the other job has got a little bit more time on it. And that'll be going up to Hamburg in the MD-11. For this one, we're going to go to Alghero, I guess, in Italy. We're going to take the 747 to it. It's right here. I don't know if this is Sardinia, Italy. I'm not really sure because I was looking it up and it was talking about the different language. It's like it's Italian, but it's also got, was it Italian or something? I'm not really sure. I'm not sure if that's Sardinia or what, but it is Italy. I do know that. Alright, so let's jump in this. I've already got it loaded up. As you can see, we're going to use the Air France 747. I think we've used that before. Actually, do we use the Air? I don't think we've actually used the Air France. Alright, so we've got 2,500 miles worth of fuel. It's only, what, 930? Maybe a little bit more with the SID and the stars and everything. Alright, so it's a day flight, obviously. Let's go ahead and move on over to the plane. Hey, everybody. Here we are on the plane. Istanbul. World of AI. I can't remember the person's name, but I looked at World of AI a couple times before. Didn't really know what it was. Somebody left a comment that I need to check it out, so I went ahead and downloaded it and installed some packages, and I like it. It's got planes, you know, at the airport. I have my traffic turned down there to be more, but we'll go in here at the cockpit. Actually had a really tough time getting this thing started up through Air Holler. Kept saying it couldn't initialize Air France cargo, and it gave me like the, I think it was the ATC ID or something. Like it couldn't initialize the plane. But it starts up fine through FSX, so I, after Air Holler loaded it, but it couldn't really load because it couldn't be in the plane. Like the plane wasn't here. It was really odd. So I just exited out of FSX and started it up in the same gate. So I've had to do that several times before, but it starts up just fine. And you can see it starts up, already started up, and I'm having that problem now that I have had the past few times trying to get this thing started up. Things not being started and everything, but everything's good now. Parking brake is on. I should probably start up a couple lights here. Wing, nav, and beacon. So we're already started up. Alright, let's go down here to there. As you can see, I haven't not redone my views at all. Get my paper here, I wrote everything down. We are at, I probably shouldn't say Atatürk. Atatürk, I can't remember. It's Istanbul. I can't remember the name of the airport though. LTBA. It's the ICAO code. I get Atatürk, something. Alright, LTBA. By the way, this is from Taxi to Gate. This airport is a beautiful airport. I used it in one of my intros before. And we're going to LIEA. Hopefully that's in there. We're going to be taking off on runway 5. Navs 05. From FlightSim Commander had it as 5, but it also had it, another one was 24, so you'd think it was 6. I don't know, that was kind of odd. But whatever. Whatever. Come on, departing. As I said, runway 5, our SID is gold. Let's see here. Gold 1P. What we're looking for. Gold 1P right there. Execute that. We'll go over in our arrival. We're gonna be landing on runway 20. ILS. Jeez, I don't like. I never understand this. ILS V20, W20, X20, Y20. I don't understand that. So I'll just select that one. Let's see if they got our star in here. Moro 2D. Right there, so hopefully that'll work. I just don't understand why so many like that come up like that. I don't get it. Let's check out the legs real quick. Because I know there's probably going to be a couple discontinuities from when we end the SID onto our legs, and then when we end our legs on going onto the star. It's probably the hold. Alright, so that one didn't have one there. Going onto the star. Alright. Execute that. Also want to check, well, we'll go do our takeoff speeds and everything first. Alright, and before I do that, I gotta go over to the load manager and get everything set. Be right back. Alright. So hit the 0 fuel. We've got our fuel and everything in. Reserves 10. Cost index 75. And I think we're going to go up to 32,000 feet. I don't know if we could get up to 34,000 feet or not. Probably we could, quite honestly. Let's try it. Yeah, because we're not too heavy, especially with our fuel. Our cargo's a little over, but with the fuel, we're still pretty light. We'll do a derate takeoff 5%. Flaps we'll use 10. Alright. Get in our V speeds here. I think I missed one. There we go. Trim of 5.7. Whoa, she jumped there. Looks... I'm gonna say that's about right. You hear that popping and cracking in my headphones. I don't know why that keeps happening every once in a while. Really wish it wouldn't. Alright, so let's get our approach speed so I can look at the FMC when we get close. Where's our runway? I don't see our runway in here. Runway 20, 161, 3.6 miles. 161 there. So let's move this down to like 200 at 3,000 or above. And then 235. So that seems a little quick. 3402. Although it's almost a steady flight level. See, it may not let me anyway. Alright, well that's alright because we're going to be basically almost level anyway. 400 feet or so. So hopefully we can slow down. We might be able to manual thrust anyway. Alright, but that all looks good. So what did I say? Runway 5. So we got to be... we're close. Alright. I'll go ahead and turn the TCAS on. Mode above. Auto, brakes, and RTO. So we, let's say, tail to the left. Yeah, we can go tail left. Alright, we'll go ahead and do it this way. I haven't been using the PMDG, you know, pushback. It just seems like it takes a little while. Because all the talking and everything. I mean, it's cool and all, but... seems like it takes a little while. Let's go ahead and set this up 34,000 feet. I think I didn't get the heading of the runway, but that's alright. Just use 5 or something. There we go, 34,000 feet. Let's turn on the flight directors. Arm LNAV and VNAV. I'll go ahead and put this like 50. It doesn't, I don't think it shows the, because the exact heading of the runway. It doesn't look like it's quite leveled up. That looks about right. So we'll use that. It's alright. Not sure what plane those is. Those are like A320 or something. They just seem awfully small. Let's see. Where are we gonna taxi? Oh no, I didn't. I did. Oh no. I guess we could, if it doesn't turn me, texture freak out. Oh no. Alright, let's go ahead and end this right here. I'll just taxi to the right. Turn on the taxi light. Kind of in a weird place here. We'll go find our runway. Hopefully, we eventually will. Alright, so we gotta find exactly where's the exit right here. I'm not sure if I call it an exit, but you know what I mean. So it looks like that's a runway up ahead, so we want to head over to the left anyway. As you can see, we gotta go right over here. So let's go find it. Yeah, that is a runway ahead. No entry anyway. So we couldn't go there if we wanted to. Well, I mean, we could, but you know. That was a terrible turn. I was going a lot slower than I was thinking about. So I think we'll go straight ahead here as well. It's over, up and maybe a little bit to our left. Well, mainly straight ahead. We should run into it. Slow down a little bit. Let's see, what kind of frame rate? We're at 30, which is pretty nice. I mean, for a nice add-on scenery, that's really good. Running it extremely dense on the scenery complexity. And the auto gen is in very dense, I think. The second from the right. So it's nice when we can do all that. So it looks so nice. Alright, looks like we gotta go up here to the right a little bit. Go all the way down and then up to the right. I think I can see like the pavement here. Asphalt. But it looks like you need to go up to the right to get to the end of the runway. We can actually enter right here. Let's go all the way down though. Although this basically is all the way down. You can see it right here. But let's just go down here. Just a little ways. Then we'll know that there's no problem with the length of the runway. Although there shouldn't be anyway, it's a long runway. I won't go all the way down, just to this one right here. We shall take off. Alright, we need to stop right here. Alright, and also want to check down here. Go over to our... That's not what I wanted. There we go. 167. Oh, we need to go flaps 10 real quick. Takes a little while for him to get out. Should have already done that. 167. Alright, landing lights are on. Strobe is on. Don't see other planes. There's like two towers very close to one another. Alright. We'll go ahead and move on to the runway. I love that the ocean's right there. We're actually taking off, obviously away from that and into the land, but a very cool approach. I like these airports like right on the water. I don't know why, but I do. We are going out too far. Come on, turn for me. Wow, way over. was trying to get it to turn, but oh, see, now it's going to go way over to the right, aren't you? Alright, now we're lined up. Let's go ahead and hit the auto throttles. We should be good to go. Brakes are on RTO. Alright, let's go ahead and let's get out of here. Alright, Toga. And we're off. Over to Italy. Not too long of a flight. Should be, hopefully it's pretty good. I like the scenery. Look at the grass. Really realistic. Lots of buildings around too. Like I said, I put it extremely dense. And I have the sounds turned off. Daggone it. Alright, gear up. I can turn the sounds back on, which I'll probably do here in a second. Alright, flaps to 5. Let me go ahead and hit the autopilot. We'll take a look outside. Oh, Istanbul. Wow, it's extremely dense, isn't it? I would hate to live that close to a big airport like that. Can't be fun. There's some... Let me look going outside one more time. There it is. I was gonna say, like, where's the downtown area? You know they gotta have, like, some big buildings and everything in Istanbul. I guess over in that area. Alright, we need to get our flaps up now. Go ahead as well and turn off this taxi light. You can see the frame rate's dropping a little bit. It's still fairly smooth. You'll notice the auto gen popping. I put the LOD radius. I left it at 4.5. I usually run it at 6.5. But I believe if you drop it down a little bit, like to 4.5, which is standard, you do get a little bit of better frame rate. In a smaller plane, it's not bad at all because they're not flying as fast. And you'll notice we're below 10,000 feet, obviously, and it's going to up to 260. And I've been having that problem. I can't find... See, like, I know that's at 260, but I cannot find the transition altitude where you set it to 10,000 feet, be it 250 or below. I cannot remember where that is. I've been looking for that, but I cannot find it. So if you know, drop me a line in the comments section, please. Move our range up a little bit. So, I can't remember. There's a strait somewhere, but I'm not sure where it is. Could that be it? I think it's bigger than that. Because that's the I would figure that's the Mediterranean over there. Perhaps the strait's over to that way? I can't remember. Maybe the strait's actually a further away anyway. Not really sure. Alright, but everything's looking pretty good. Pretty nice. So I'll go ahead and speed it up. And we shall be back in just a little bit. Alright everybody, just slowed it down to normal speed. As you can see, we're about 8,700 feet. We need to go down and check our actual landing speed now. 154. So technically 159. Redo my view like I always have to do now. We don't have too far to go. I'm gonna go ahead and put the first notch of flaps out. Kinda want to go into manual speed right now. It's just we have to slow down kind of sudden. I'll let it go for just a little bit longer. Bring my yoke back up. You see, once we get here, we need to almost be at our speed. I'm going to go ahead and disconnect out of those. I'm going to go ahead and put the flaps to 5. Arm the spoilers. It may have done it a little soon, but I'd rather get slowed down quick, too soon, than too late, obviously. Because when we're right here, it looks like we got less than 10 miles to the runway right here. So I don't want to be too quick. I'm not sure why it says it's going to be clear out there when we get to 0 feet. Obviously not true. I was looking at this island earlier, man. It's a nice little island. Over where we were flying earlier, there's a lot more hilly and mountainous than I would have thought. Alright, I'm going to slow it down a little more. Flaps to 10. I'm going to go ahead and line our heading up with the runway. This is 204. Alright, I'm going to get off the throttles more. I'm about ready to drop the gear down. Auto brakes are in 2, so everything is set up. Alright, so there is one more waypoint until we... See, we're at our speed that we actually need to be at anyway. According to our flight plan of the FMC. There's one more waypoint before the airport. Or the runway, I should say. Don't want to get too slow just yet. Recenter myself. Get back on the throttle just a little bit. So there it is, actually is further than 10 feet, or 10 miles, because I can't see it yet. So I'll steady the speed right around to here. We're 15 over our landing speed. Is that the runway right there? Hit the localizer. I mean, I don't see any buildings or anything. That's kind of lonely.
2,500.
The approach hold. Gonna drop the gear. Flaps to 20. That's gotta be it. Can't imagine there'd be any other runway around here. Alright, about 7 to 8 miles away now. Speed's coming down. Flaps to 25. Alright, speed's dropping a little too much, but we are nose down a little bit more now anyway, so that'll help bring the speed up. Flaps down to 30. Keep this. We need to be at about 159. We're at 158 right now. That's all right. Apparently ILS isn't working, because you can see that went away. So we'll call the autopilot. Wasn't ready for that. Alright, we are on the glide slope. I thought this had ILS, I'm almost sure it did. We're slightly slow, but I think we need to get down now. Just a little bit.
1,000.
We're a little off to the left, it feels like, as well. Everything looks good so far. Wasn't expecting this at all. Kind of don't like that. It's like, oh, we got ILS, and then all of a sudden, no. Alright. Need to get down. Need to bring our speed down as well.
500. 400. Approaching minimums.
Come on, speed.
300. Minimums.
I was afraid that was going to happen.
200. 100.
Screwed the pooch, didn't we?
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
It says greaser. I'm not really totally happy with that. We didn't do a very good approach. So we ended up so low.
80 knots.
Alright. I mean, it's not like it was horrible or anything. I'm not sure we really need to talk to ATC and have them tell us where to go. This place is so small. Yeah, they're just... Screw that. Alright, flaps are retracting. Pull off right over here and taxi on back around. As soon as we get stopped here in just a second. Make sure we get our plane completely off the runway. Alright, we'll stop right here. I don't know, I think we landed in the zone, but we had to level out to do that. It wasn't obvious not what you want to do. Landing lights off, taxi light on, strobe off. Taxi on back around. We're not going to start the APU. I'm not worried about that anymore. Just turn the plane off. That's what we've been doing. Oh, turn. Turn, plane, turn. I don't think the wheels got into the grass, but almost. Just trying to pay attention to that FMC and this at the same time. Alright. I think I'm all set now. Got everything taken care of. Yeah, it's just a... Yeah, it's like in the middle of nowhere is what it felt like. I think there's a bigger area than this. That's what I thought. It's just kind of like we were flying in. It was just like there's just a little runway sitting out there. Long runway, but it's kind of out there just chilling. Alright, we'll probably just take this first one, I guess. I was going to take another one, but we'll just take the first right in front of the building. Oh, if I could only turn. Why am I all of a sudden not able to turn like I'm supposed to? Pretty much on it. See how far we gotta go to stop. Not a bad looking plane. I'm not sure if this is an old livery or not. The cargo part, I mean, the Air France looks fairly similar. Alright, we'll stop it right here. Make that sound quit. Parking brake is on. Cut the fuel. And boom, everything's good. Let's go ahead and move on over to air hauler and get paid. Here we are. Go ahead and unload. All in all, a pretty good flight. I wish I would have done the approach better. We just got too low, and then I was worrying about the speed and basically the final approach. We're basically doing level flight oh well, it was a good landing as far as greaser going, as far as our speed. All right, it was a good paying job too. It was, I think, wasn't that over $1 million? Check cash book. Yeah, heck yeah, 1.9 was almost 2 million. So that's nice. Like those kind of paydays. The other one from Istanbul, not sure why it's not showing up. But the other one from Istanbul, that's Rome. That's why it's not looking. Here we go. This one pays over $1 million too. This is actually the one I was going to do at first. I didn't even see the other one that we just did before. That's another good paying 1.485. I'll take that. Just a little bit longer than we did. So next episode I'll be back over in Istanbul, and we'll go on up to Hamburg with the MD-11. Let's see which. I'm not even sure which one that was. Was it Alitalia or? Yeah, the Alitalia. We flew that one before for a while. too. So I hope you all enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you on the next flight.